2424. Liquefaction, immediately after ejaculation into the collection vessel. The ejaculate is typically a semi-solid coagulated mass or a gel-like clump. Usually the ejaculate begins to liquefy, become thinner within a few minutes at room temperature, at which time a heterogeneous mixture of semi-solid lumps will be seen in the fluid. As liquefaction continues, the ejaculate becomes more homogeneous and more watery, but still with a higher viscosity than water. In the final stages of liquefaction, only small areas of coagulation remain. A temperature of 37 degrees Celsius will facilitate liquefaction. Also, a slow, swirling movement of the sample container will help liquefaction to complete. If a moving tray orbital mixer is not used during liquefaction, it is essential that the container is slowly swirled for 15-30 seconds before starting the microscopic assessment of liquefaction. Complete ejaculate liquefaction is normally achieved within 15-30 minutes at room temperature. If liquefaction is not complete within 30 minutes, this should be recorded and noted in the final report. The ejaculate could then be left in 37 degrees Celsius for another 30 minutes. If liquefaction is not complete after 60 minutes, this should also be included in the final report. Normal liquefied ejaculates may contain a few jelly-like granules, gelatinous bodies, which do not liquefy and do not appear to have any clinical significance. The presence of mucus strands, though, may interfere with ejaculate examination and should therefore be noted in the final report. Further information on liquefaction problems is provided in the last part of this chapter. 2.4.2.3 Ejaculate viscosity. 2423. Ejaculate viscosity. After liquefaction, the viscosity of the ejaculate can be estimated by gently aspirating it into a wide-bore, approximately 1.5 mm diameter, plastic disposable pipette, verified as non-toxic to sperm and, if needed, sterile, allowing the semen to drop by gravity and observing the length of any thread. A normal liquefied ejaculate falls as small discrete drops. If viscosity is abnormal, the drop will form a thread more than 2 centimeters long. 2424. Ejaculate odor. There is considerable variability in the ability of different individuals to perceive the normal smell of a human ejaculate. 45. Information of a strong odor of urine or putrefaction can be of clinical importance. It is therefore important to note this in the report. 2425. Ejaculate pH. 2425. Ejaculate pH. The pH at ejaculation depends on the relative contribution of acidic prostatic secretion and alkaline seminal vesicular secretion. In the ejaculate there is no efficient control of the pH of the fluid. In vitro, there will be a continuous loss of CO2 that causes a gradual increase in pH. The clinical interest of ejaculate pH is a low value. If pH is to be assessed, it should be done at a uniform time, preferably 30 minutes after collection, but in any case, within 1 hour of ejaculation. For normal samples, pH test strips in the range 6.0-10.0 should be used. 1. Mix the semen sample well. 2. Spread a drop of semen evenly onto the pH strip. 3. Wait for the color of the impregnated zone to become uniform, less than 30 seconds. 4. Compare the color with the calibration strip to read the pH. A pH value under 7.2 may be indicative of a lack of alkaline seminal vesicular fluid. It can also be due to urine contamination. 2.4.3 Preparation for microscopic investigation. 243. Preparation for microscopic investigation. For reliable results of microscopic investigation, it is essential that the aliquots examined are representative of the entire ejaculate. The nature of the liquefied ejaculate, which is still more viscous than water, makes taking a representative sample of semen for analysis highly problematic. If the sample is not well mixed, analysis of 2 separate aliquots is unlikely to be representative of the entire ejaculate and can show marked differences in sperm concentration, motility, vitality and morphology. Even if the liquefied ejaculate is microscopically homogeneous, smaller aliquots can have very different composition. 2431. Ejaculate mixing. 2,4. 3,1. Ejaculate mixing. Before removing an aliquot of semen for any assessment, mix the sample well in the original container, but not so vigorously that air bubbles are created. Mixing can be achieved by placing the specimen container on a moving tray during liquefaction in a 37 degrees Celsius incubator. In the absence of an orbital mixer, a basic mixing could be achieved by approximately 15-30 seconds of manual swirling. Section 2,4, 2,2 on page 16, 2,4, 3,2, representative sampling.